Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the first speaker for our State of the Products Update, Senior Vice President and General Manager of EFI Productivity Software, Gaby Matsliach.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here in front of you, and I want to thank you for taking the time and making the effort to join us here at Connect. And especially showing up to an early morning session about the state of the product, which is really a session about technology and product advancements. I'll be speaking quite a bit about productivity software, and I'll be followed by Toby, who's going to give an update about Fiery, as well as Ken about display graphics. So hopefully you'll find it very informational. The printing and packaging industries are continuously evolving, which makes life for all of the people in this room pretty interesting. We just entered a new decade, a decade of opportunity, a decade of hope. And when we look just a few years back, it seems like we're also dealing with a completely new buyers. Some of your traditional customers have much more expectations and demands from you. And then those newer buyers from those small companies and boutique producers who try to differentiate themselves, being very creative in what they produce, and are also very creative in some of the expectations of you. So when we ask you how that comes about and what does it mean for you, you often speak about the on-demand nature of that relationship. Just get me what I need when I need it. That you speak about the pressure to be kind of a one-stop shop for them and do more things that they need from fewer vendors. And you speak about the fact that they want an effortless experience, anytime, anywhere, and really put all that burden on you to show more agility and more ability to serve them to that expectations. And you're sharing with us some of the pressure and the complexity that it puts on your operational and production side to be able to cater for that. So quite a bit of an evolution in terms of the industry overall and what buyers are expecting from you. That's what you're telling us. Now, one of the elements which is fascinating to me is the evolution in the workforce. So it's very common these days that you have under one roof at least 3 generations. You have those old-timers that knows the industry extremely well, a lot of tribal knowledge, and have a good gut feel in terms of how to progress and move forward. You have the next generation down. You can see my lovely picture in there, that knows the industry, probably has been in the driving seat, experiencing diversification, how to diversify businesses and grow into new type of products and production, and understand how to leverage technology to be able to continuously evolve. And then you have the next generation, the millennials, which are very technology savvy. Some may say have a better pulse to the needs of the new buyers, but also have limited industry knowledge, not to mention Generation Z that is some in the businesses already. So when you think about that and you say, how do I drive better collaboration? How do I evolve how people are operating together? How do I prepare myself for the future? That dynamics is pretty interesting. And then when you add on top of that the fact that the buyer community is evolving as well, and many of them has no print knowledge or very limited print knowledge, then your interaction with them becomes one that needs to be really simple to be able for that to be successful. And then the last point I want to make about evolution is that any of the businesses that we deal with went through some form of change in business model or how you run your business. And when we speak with you about thoughts for the future, we often hear things like, how do I make the right innovation investment to kind of match the shifting buyer expectation? We hear from you, how do I add agility so that I can deal with the increased complexity? A lot of questions about when we are seeing M&A opportunities and we want to expand, how do we create a more unified approach to running a bigger business so that we can have economies of scale? How do we get more uniformity in the way that we operate? A lot of questions about, should I continue to diversify and how do I build for that? Or should I try to get even better in what I do very well today? And of course, every business speaks about their secret sauce, that unique approach to customers, and there's always a question of how do we leverage that to continue and expand the differentiation and make customers happy. So when I think about those evolutions, I think that we would all agree that technology is a key foundation to deal well with that evolution in the industry and to try to leverage it to more differentiation. And I think equally important is the ability to evolve the way that the workforce is working together and change the mode of operation so that you can leverage those changes in dynamics in the marketplace. In the session today, I'll speak a little bit about empowerment, of course, about evolution, and give you a few customer examples that had to, in terms of how they've dealt with that. And the first examples that I would like to share with you is that of Ohio-based Promotional Spring, which is a promotional material company that went through quite a bit of change. Let's hear Dennis, the owner, speaks about the company.
Promotional Spring was started in 1984. I guess purchased in 1984 by my father. I got out of high school and worked through college and began to work here full time and took the company over. So I think with us, with the changes in the print industry, obviously that's a long time to have been in the business. So we've seen a lot of different things change. A lot of it's been technology driven, and I feel like the investments that we've made in technology way back in the days of electronic prepress and all those things in terms of going to web to print and now a lot of the things that we do beyond print today, if we don't do those things, we don't stay relevant. If we're not constantly reinventing ourselves, we're on our way out. We talk about around here that if we can estimate properly, PACE kind of forces you into a good job plan. And so when that job becomes a go, then we've got a good job plan and we feel like we get off to a much more efficient start. So I think having that, a good job plan, and then having the visibility to where the job is that we see from PACE, and then in conjunction with PrintFlow, really what that comes down to is decisions we can make where we are working smarter and not necessarily harder. And our business has changed a lot. We've gotten into several different other businesses, if you will. I think back before that, we were kind of a commercial printer, and then we've added on fulfillment, direct mail, wide format, online sales. What PACE and what EFI has allowed us to do is bring all those technologies sort of under one virtual roof, if you will, and allow us to really grow our business and scale our business and have good visibility into what's going on in all those different pieces and parts of the business and how they relate to one another.
So when we think about the evolution in the industry, we also think about how can we evolve our partnership with you to be able to bring more value and to help you unlock value. And when I'm thinking about that, in my mind, it's really 4 dimensions to that partnership. The first one is around brainstorming. Some of you are very kind to open the doors for us and allow us to participate in early stages of your brainstorming about the future, about addressing some of your needs, about your vision. And we really like to be part of the dialogue because we think we can contribute and add to that. Some of you are involved with us later down the road when you are more mature about what is that you want to do. In both cases, we are trying to bring our industry expertise combined with yours, deep subject matter expertise, and to try to have a very open discussion that results with some actionable outcomes that can be considered for the future. And that's something that we love to do, and we would welcome you to invite us as often as early as you're willing to do so. The second dimension is really how do we take that vision and make smart selections of technology to be able to support the implementation of that vision. And we try to be very careful that we are really taking a business-driven approach in terms of how to help craft or draft that solution stack, so that it absolutely addresses the needs of the now, of today, but also show a path, an evolution path into the needs of the future. And when doing so, keep in mind that in every phase of that evolution, we need to ensure that the end-to-end view and the end-to-end workflow is working well for you. The third element has to do with execution. So when you get to a point that we want to do something together, how do we partner together to do that efficiently? And a big element that I think has growing importance in recent years is how do we deal with change management, especially when you think about the evolution of the workforce that I've mentioned before. So change management is a big topic that we try to contribute to, and of course, bringing our experience with hundreds of projects around the world with a very structured form of an implementation. And the fourth dimension that is one that we put more emphasis on in recent years is about empowerment. How do we empower you to be as self-sufficient as you can, to use technology like the case of promotional springs and use it to evolve the business, as well as how you empower your customers to collaborate better with you. And we're trying to do that by introducing new technologies and new tools that helps to do that, as well as to expand our training to you so that we can really make your team self-sufficient. As self-sufficient as we try to have you become, we do recommend a cadence of audits, because this gives us an opportunity to show up for a couple of days, take a look at how you use the technology, and give some practical inputs and advice in terms of how you can gain more out of the investment that you've already made. So when thinking about such a partnership in driving change, there's a case study that we are creating with NetPack, based in Montreal, Quebec, that is really went through quite a bit of a technology transformation. You can see a quote from the CEO of the company that speaks about not just the value of the technology, but also the partnership around putting an IT strategy that would serve the now and the future. When I first introduced to you the vision of the productivity suite back in 2015, I believe, we've put a lot of emphasis on underlying technology that basically would fuel the productivity suite and get it to be future ready. In 2017, I shared this slide with you where I spoke about our vision around holistic and extensible ecosystem, and I've mentioned some steps in terms of how we're going to go about doing that. We spoke about common business object representation. We spoke about better communication in context between people in your businesses. We spoke about improving and unifying the user experience, and we spoke about putting more efforts behind ecosystem openness and the ability to interact and communicate with other types of applications. And I'm very pleased to say that when you look at our capabilities today, we came a long way. There's still a lot of investment and work to do, but we've came a long way. Not just by having a future-proof suite technology, which is used across our different productivity suites, but also a set of tools that are really helping you and empower you to shape the way that people are using the technology. The productivity workbench that has multiple applications in it is a very powerful tool to help guide and even prescribe how people in your businesses are using the software and how they collaborate. And based on feedback from customers which are using it, we added additional widgets and additional capabilities which are out of the box. But the most important thing is that you are empowered to create as many as you want. And those include not just data that comes from the different component of EFI, but also third-party data if this is included under the umbrella of Workbench. So the Workbench, in terms of a tool for driving consistency and productivity and improving collaboration, is something that I would really recommend you to take even a deeper look, because there is so much more that can be used can be done with that technology. And then the recent addition that we gave kind of a sneak peek last year and have much more to say this year around eFlow Automator, which is really intended to address two elements of the business. One around productivity, which is basically automating event creation and how task handling is being done. And the second one is around connectivity, basically creating more means to interact with third-party, with other applications, and have more openness in your ecosystem. So definitely something that I would really recommend you to take a deep look, not just attending classes about the topic, but also actually sitting down with our experts in the different stations in the room and learning about that. I want to give an example of a company, Harrison, which is a UK-based carton company, that their quality manager that used to have in their legacy system a very prescribed way of how we tracked quality and how we gave tasks to different people and so on his own initiative, felt empowered and used Workbench to be able to create that ability to control quality inside the plant. And this is just an example of how Workbench can be used for different needs in your business. I want to speak about empowerment. So as I've mentioned, in evolving our partnership, the fourth dimension is about helping with self-sufficiency and helping with empowerment. And we're trying to make investments in increasing the means and the tools that you are provided with to make you even more empowered, both around defining the user experience, as well as evolving the workflows, and Workbench is definitely one example of such a tool, both in terms of ability to evolve your operation using the software, as well as add automation, and eFlow Automator is yet another example of that. And of course, the power of data, leveraging business intelligence. And this year at Connect, we are unveiling the addition of business intelligence also to our mid-market print, as well as the corrugated offering. So making sure that that capability is available across the different productivity suites. And then most importantly is the way that you interact your customers and how you empower your customers to support their customers. And the more empowerment of that nature is there, the more stickiness, the more sticky, I should say, is your service and solution to your customers. So a lot of efforts are invested in that, and some of the new capability of MarketDirect that we're going to be sharing shortly are geared toward giving you more tools to empower your customers. And last, we've been looking at a way to kind of transform and improve the customer experience in dealing with us. And this is a multi-year, multi-step evolution that we are contemplating. The first step of that was the very recent introduction of EFI communities for productivity software. It's still in early stages, but what is intended to do is not just to have a platform for you to, of course, contact us when you need our help or our support, but also to have better sharing and collaboration among the user communities, have access to ways that other companies have addressed issues or solved problems, as well as a platform for us to share news and information with you. And this is a first step in multiple steps that we will be embarking on to improve your experience dealing with us on the ongoing basis. So speaking about empowerment, UPS, which we all know, went through a very thorough process of evaluating a new online print platform that would empower their almost 5,000 franchisees across the continent to be able to drive their business forward and drive growth. I want to share with you, and I'm very pleased to say that after exploring all the different vendors in the market and so on, they've selected EFI to be their partner for that great journey. I want to share with you a video that was created by UPS, and it's actually, all the footage is actually things that they've created to communicate to their franchisees, to their stores, in terms of what is this platform is all about and why have they selected EFI for doing so. So let's watch the video.
Print continues to be a great growth opportunity for our network, both in-center and online. In-center, the customer can interact directly with the franchisee for consultation and also take advantage of other products and services. For our online print platform, the customer can interact with us from essentially anywhere.
We decided to make a change to our online print platform because we wanted to bring a new set of features to market for both our franchisees and the customers.
So what we've done is we've evaluated all the offerings that the vendors have out there, and we've selected a new vendor to move forward with beginning first quarter of 2020.
We chose EFI because their product has the broadest feature set that meets the needs of both our customers and our franchisees.
This new online print platform will allow us to continue to be flexible with our customers, adaptable in new market changes. It'll also allow us to grow new online print business as well as additional business from existing customers and continue to be relevant in the larger e-commerce space going forward.
We are honored, of course, to collaborate with UPS, and it's great to hear how they speak about their selection and their choices to their franchisees. I want to switch to the second part of the productivity software update, going more deeper into some of the updates about the product. Given time constraints, of course, we had to choose what highlights to provide. So we're going to cover some aspects of our overall portfolio, but hopefully through those 6 video clips, it's going to give you a little bit of a perspective and an understanding where we've invested in 2019. And of course, as you know, around the room, you have the different stations with the latest software, the Productivity Suite 8, which is to be released in the second quarter. And you have an opportunity to have a sneak peek at it and, of course, to speak with our experts, our product managers, our R&D managers, our architects. And I know that dialogue is a very useful one to go deeper into the capability of those new advancements. But taking a step back, looking from a more of a high-level perspective, I think that 2019 has been a very good year where the major investment turned into new innovation and new capabilities across our productivity suites. Both capabilities which are related to specific productivity suites to specific segments, and there have been some segments like flexibles or transactional mailing where we've put actually more efforts to try to accelerate the progress for those specific markets. We've seen investments and result in some of our productivity tools that I spoke about, Workbench and eFlow Automator. Investments are on our cloud capability, and most notably our MarketDirect cloud platform, which is very powerful. That's the one that UPS selected, as you've seen. And to be able to basically extend those capabilities and make them available to you. So we're going to go through 6 different short clips, and then we would wrap up. So one more point which is important to note, and Jeff spoke about it yesterday, we have new ownership for EFI. So that's definitely a change in 2019. I must say that from a productivity software business perspective, that has been very positive and very helpful. We're getting more attention, we're getting more support. There are more discussions about more ways to bring value to customers. So for us in productivity software, it really has been a very positive step, and which I'm very pleased of. And we are very optimistic and very energetic about pushing for a greater future. I chose to start with iQuote. And the reason I chose to do that is because we see that many of our larger customers, the ones that are acquiring and expanding, some of them are doing both print and packaging, they find out that one of the elements of getting economies of scale is to try to unify or centralize the front end of the business, how orders are being acquired, how estimating and quotes are being made to customers. And iQuote, of course, is an amazing technology to do that. Some are looking at it in the context of a full integration to the suite, but some are saying, hey, can I use that as a standalone capability just to be able to streamline and unify the way that I get, quote potential new orders with customers and prospects. So let's take a quick look at some of the advancements of iQuote, and then I'm going to add a few things to that. Let's watch the video.
iQuote, as you all know, is an amazing mobile-friendly and intuitive platform for estimating and planning that many of our customers are already gaining significant benefits from sales to CSR to estimators and production planning. Businesses are seeing gains across the board. In 2019, we took another step forward in automation and productivity with the product import. With product import, you're able to import spreadsheets in various formats supporting mapping of fields from the spreadsheet into iQuote and saving that specific mapping for each unique customer's needs. With the importer, you can now easily create estimates for hundreds of products, even multiple versions, greatly reducing manual entry and potential error, allowing you to turn those pricing requests even faster and more accurately than before, all with the goal of increasing your ability to profitably win business. With a few simple clicks and the selection of the buyer spreadsheet, we're able to import each product's complete specifications, make any refinement, and generate complex engineering and routing for each product, validate and update pricing, and generate a letter of quote or export back to the original spreadsheet. For packaging, we're also leveraging the import to build product definitions, including kits. A single final product, such as a pharmaceutical package, may contain a simple outer box for distribution, a more complex internal display box where you can leverage the integration with ESCO's Artios CAD, a label for the bottle, and even an extended label with instructions. All can be easily defined within iQuote and engineered to deliver a single final product. iQuote can even plan packaging and final products to ship, box, and pallet. The kit component of iQuote is a powerful construct for promotional kits, sales kits, packaging, and in 2020 for mailing, as we leverage the power of iQuote to define complex mailing packages, production instructions, and even shipping and distribution. Our new shipping screen, allowing sales, CSR, estimators, and planners to plan shipping and manage any commercial, digital, display graphics, packaging, or mailing products distribution. Users can even make last-minute changes to shipments, adding unplanned shipments, updating shipping quantities or addresses, all from within iQuote without the need for any additional outside applications or tools.
That has been Nick Benkovich, who is heading portfolio product management for the entire productivity software business. And Important to know that, of course, the print customers, the larger printers in the room, and definitely packaging companies should start taking a much deeper look at iQuote, because it became an extremely powerful technology, very innovative in its nature, that is very flexible to drive not just the aspect of estimating or quoting, but the whole business process of how work is being quoted and offered to customers. So very, very exciting. Speaking about packaging, we had quite a bit of progress with our packaging suite. You've seen Harrison packaging about the productivity workbench. Of course, a lot of investment in digital workflows as digital becomes more and more common in packaging. So let's hear Kevin Blakey give us a quick update about the advancement of our packaging suite.
Welcome to Connect 2020 from the Packaging Suite team. We've had another hugely successful and productive year in packaging and have relished the challenges and opportunities from our partners and customers across the globe as we continue to grow together. It's an age-old saying, but time really is money. To help you get accurate quotes out to customers with a fully costed estimate, we're introducing a new web-based, fully configurable RFQ form alongside a blisteringly fast and intelligent estimating search capability. Getting more from less in the context of digital print is something we've also committed a lot of time to this year. Our development of MarketDirect Pack Central, our flagship e-commerce and collaboration platform, with its powerful inbuilt 3D visualizer, brings exciting new capabilities to the suite. Your customers can design in real time and send print-ready files direct to industry-leading digital presses through our sophisticated JDF-based workflow. We turned the impossible into the possible by facilitating productivity gains for your digital press by up to 70%, with full job costing and traceability. Enhanced communication has been another big focus for us this year. Our productivity workbench and portfolio of widgets is really helping customers improve collaboration and productivity across the enterprise through intuitive shortcuts and chat messaging capabilities. The packaging suite becomes more open with the X-Link RESTful API, bringing more flexibility for businesses as well as enhanced integration capabilities. eFlow Automator, our exciting new cross-suite event-driven process automation tool, is now live and will bring to you the next chapter of automation and productivity gains from your EFI solutions.
Our shop floor solutions, shop floor management solution, AutoCount4D, is a great example of a capability that is made available for all our different productivity suites. It's being used by smaller printers with our mid-market print, of course, by the enterprise print and packaging companies, and now also introduced into corrugated packaging. We've made a lot of advancement with our shop floor solution. Many of them have been driven by different packaging needs, but also have quite a bit of value to different scenarios in the print industry as well. So let's hear Matt speak about those advancements in AutoCount4D.
Many of today's modern devices, such as label presses or high-speed laminators, are designed for maximum efficiency, which no longer require stops between jobs or items. With AutoCount Zero Make-Ready functionality, we can configure a device to allow zero make-ready between production runs, which maximizes your existing capital investment. Users simply select the runs or items they want to sequence in the order of running. AutoCount completes the initial make-ready and then starts production. As the first run is completed, AutoCount switches seamlessly to the next run while tracking appropriate substrate and secondary material consumption at the item level. This ensures maximum efficiency while capturing accurate cost for each item. Secondary materials are a critical part of inventory management, proper costing, and traceability for composite items. AutoCount now supports a recipe for items that require secondary materials. In the new Materials tab, a user can scan the materials if traceability is required, select the input material, and begin production. AutoCount keeps track of both the primary and secondary materials consumption. When the job is suspended or completes, the user is prompted to confirm or edit the consumed quantity before being presented with the familiar material screen to designate what to do with the remaining materials. For flexible packaging customers, resin recipe support is critical. AutoCount now supports the ability to view resin materials and edit recipe attributes such as resin codes, layer percentage, and hopper values. With net per containerization, you can now count the way you produce and or sell. Multiple outputs can be easily combined into simple counts by outer, such as a box or carton. All material utilization and traceability are automatically calculated by AutoCount, resulting in a simple, easy user experience which reduces errors and increases efficiency.
Many of you are using our Midmarket print suite, which is probably our most extensive suite that are dealing with very different diversified types of businesses and production. As I've shared earlier, a big highlight for us this year is the introduction of business intelligence, and that's actually an area where we want to have dialogue and collaboration with you to get your feedback in terms of what you like, what else you want to see there, because I think it could be a very powerful addition to the suite, especially for owners, for CFOs, to have a better ability to understand the business and leverage the power of data. Many other additions to the Midmarket suite, so let's hear David Bentley speak about that.
Over the past year, your Midmarket Print Suite team has introduced improvements to increase ease of use, optimize automation, and drive efficiency. With Workbench, you now have greater flexibility to display real-time data to focus employees' attentions on critical items and make key decisions quickly. Pace scheduling has become fully HTML and includes advanced algorithms to further optimize production. Customers seeking assistance managing partially used roll inventory, common in the display graphics market, can leverage a feature that reduces waste, ultimately driving expensive substrate costs down. Our new estimate summary screen will assist your estimators in determining the best price swiftly, helping turn around quotes and win more business. This estimate summary screen displays costs and markups in a clear, easy to understand fashion. It allows estimators to manipulate markups, commissions, or discounts in either percentages or dollars, displaying results immediately. It even allows your estimators the ability to adjust the total price, then reverse calculate the markups. Our new business intelligence tool will provide business owners and executives dynamic views around the health of the business. This powerful tool will allow users to easily view and dissect critical data such as which customers are the most profitable, which products are bringing in the most business, how those products impact production schedules, and the bottom line. Your Midmarket Print Suite team is your partner for success. We are here to help you transform your business in this ever-changing print landscape.
2 years ago, we kind of launched our MarketDirect platform. And we said very clearly back then that this is not a marketing gig. It's really a true investment in a cloud platform that would help with your different interaction with your customers, with storefront or e-commerce being just one element of it. So I'm very pleased to share with you today some new additions to the MarketDirect platform, more tools that you may consider to be using. One of them is that you'll hear about in the coming video is fulfillment, which is really intended for entry-level fulfillment, for small printers that get into fulfillment and doing it mostly manually. That does not replace, of course, our high-end fulfillment that some of you are using today. Let's hear Aaron speaks about the MarketDirect and its advancement that are available to you.
Introduced at EFI Connect in 2018, the MarketDirect platform has quickly become the center of EFI's customer engagement portfolio and includes our leading web-to-print, cross-media marketing, and VDP solutions. And last year, we further expanded the platform with the introduction of MarketDirect Pack Central, an order management portal. With Pack Central, packaging producers can quickly build and set up online catalogs of products and publish them to a custom-designed site. Customers can select from a range of products online and Pack Central even includes a brand new powerful 3D design and visualization tool, EFI Smart Box Designer. This is designed for folding carton and box manufacturers, all while integrating with EFI's legendary Productivity Suite solutions to automate orders through production. This year, we're going to continue to build on the MarketDirect platform with several new products and modules. First of all, this week at Connect, we're announcing and demonstrating our brand new fulfillment solution, MarketDirect Fulfillment. This is inventory management reimagined, simpler and more flexible than ever before. MarketDirect Fulfillment is designed to transition you from manual or spreadsheet-based inventory control to an integrated cloud-based solution. We're also extremely excited to announce a new module, AutoEngage. AutoEngage enables you to create campaigns that market your web-to-print products to your customers. With AutoEngage, you can alert customers via email to new products, stocks, or options, and provide discounts. It turns your web-to-print database into a CRM. You can even remind customers who have abandoned their shopping cart to go back and complete the order, increasing order completion and sell-through rates. And finally, we're also announcing a new integrated shipping module for the MarketDirect platform, Ship Express. Ship Express enables you to seamlessly integrate your web-to-print and shipping solutions to ensure that once your orders make it to the dock, they can get out as smoothly as possible. It works by capturing costs at the point of checkout and creating shipping slips in one easy step, in one single place, no matter which carrier you're using. You can ask to see these MarketDirect solutions alongside our productivity suites right here at EFI Connect 2020.
So as you can see, this amazing cloud platform have evolved to have quite a bit of offerings in there, ability to use them gradually, and so on. So definitely something that's worth taking a deeper look at. And like our shop floor solution, like our estimating and quoting solution, MarketDirect is a platform that we are making available to all different aspects of the print and packaging industries and available for all different type of customers. So definitely something to take a closer look at. Speaking about corrugated, we've continued to make investments this year to perfect the corrugated productivity suite. A lot of investment around the business side, the business system, the business portion of that offering with elements like Quick Quote and Product Builder and so on, to be able to make that suite more ready for customers globally. Let's hear Guy speak about some of the advancement in our corrugated suite.
In 2019, the corrugated team spent a lot of time with our customers, listening and learning to what would make them more productive. Navigation is key, and to help with this, we've added new searchable menus, the ability to save favorites, and a cookie crumb trail to show frequently accessed pages, all designed to speed up the use of the system. Another place where we have significantly improved navigation is with our single reporting menu. One place to gather all your reports, print them out, and prepare for those critical meetings. Another thing our customers have told us is that turning quotes fast is critical to their ability to win business. To this end, we have enhanced the quick quote function within CBS to make it even easier and faster to build those simple quotes that tend to build up behind the other larger projects. Select the customer, enter in just a few key pieces of information, such as product style, board grade, dimensions, and the buyer's requested quantities, and within a few seconds you have your quote ready to go. You can even easily copy a product, change a few options like size or grade to give the customer options, or add additional products with the same simple entry, and now you have a multi-product quote ready to present to your customer. Building complex sets has always been difficult, and as customers' creative minds continue to extend their imagination, the need to build sets rapidly is now a must-have. Thanks to our product builder, it's simply defining the product spec for each piece and then dragging and dropping for association. You can even use Product Builder to build nested sets, visualizing the relationship between the various products and components. Managing and controlling inventory levels, replenishment and manufacturing can be difficult and time-consuming. With our new MRP capability, you can set minimum, target and maximum stock levels and quickly see any potential shortfall that will impact on your ability to deliver your product to your customers. And best of all, with the Productivity Workbench, you have real-time instant visibility.
So hopefully those short clips gave you a little bit of a flavor of the advancement that has been made. And I hope that in addition to the specific technology that you are using and seeing some of those advancements, it also gave you a decent appreciation of the overall productivity suite strategy, of ensuring that we are both investing in technology which are segment specific to ensure that we cater for those the specificities of those segments, as well as technology that are really across printing and packaging because of their nature, and how the productivity suite underlying technology eFlow brings all of that together and adds common experience, common productivity tools, and the ability to better integrate with your overall ecosystem to be able to do that well. And of course, as I've said, a lot of smart people around the room that with whom you can have discussions in the different stations around us. In closing, I want to just reiterate our commitment to you. Our commitment to continue to evolve our partnership and work hard and have a continuous dialogue to find ways to unlock value. Our commitment to continue to invest in future-proof technology that is helping you to evolve your businesses and support your vision for the future. Our commitment to continue to provide tools and improve our training and our interactions with you to be able to provide for more empowerment of your people. And overall, us working as hard as we possibly can to have you have the perception of us as a partner that you really provide a comprehensive ecosystem value through technology, through industry expertise, through consulting and services capability, and ongoing support. So I want to deeply thank you for your business, for the partnership with us. Thank you for making an effort and coming to connect. And with that, I want to invite to the stage Toby Weiss, who is heading our Fiery business.
Thank you very much, Gaby. So much new technology and delivery. Well, it's wonderful to be back here in Las Vegas and see so many familiar faces that I got to sit down with at lunch and breakfast and in the various sessions. I'd like to thank everybody, especially our partners and our customers, our sponsors, particularly Ricoh, Konica Minolta, for coming and sponsoring the event. I know so many of you made a journey to Las Vegas. Very few of you are from the city of Las Vegas, and even those of you that are had to make a little bit of a journey here. And if you're using Fiery Digital Front End, which our data says about 40-some-odd% of you are, then our role is really to support you in your journey every day. And there's 250,000 Fiery customers who every day are on a journey. They may be on a journey from analog to digital. They might be on a journey of different print speeds. They might be on a journey from good color to great color. They might be trying to land that one customer they haven't been able to land yet. They might be on a journey from cut sheet business to expand into higher growth markets, such as wide format. Or they might be on an industrial, digital print journey. And we at EFI and on Team Fiery are working very, very hard to help you in whatever your journey might be to a better business. And a big part of that journey starts with innovation. It starts with, as oftentimes many great journeys require breakthrough innovations, it really starts with the technology of being able to give you what you need on that various journey. Now, we only have a few minutes up here on stage, so I would encourage you to please spend time visiting the Fiery technology booths or talking to various team members at EFI to hear more about what we've delivered in 2019 and what we plan to deliver in 2020. Probably our two biggest deliveries revolve around our Fiery platforms, where we have two brand new Fiery platforms. Our Fiery System 400, FS400, most advanced Fiery ever, with breakthroughs in color management, integration, connectivity, and management. And for our wide format customers, our Fiery XF7 platform. We've also introduced new digital front ends for our Reggiani Bolt single pass textile printer, as well as our Nozomi single pass corrugated press. We're probably most proud, besides our platforms, about what we're able to bring to you now with our cloud technology called EFI IQ. And you'll see EFI IQ not just connected to every Fiery, but also connected to EFI inkjet products. And so if you're a customer of EFI inkjet, please ask about EFI IQ, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what it does in just a moment. But you can think of it as a series of cloud applications that are tightly integrated to give you more insight about your particular operation. Now, we also spent a great deal of time last year and the year before and the year before and the year before, for 5 years in a row now, investing and finally have what is a tremendous, tremendous improvement in our color management technology that we call Fiery Edge, and a complementary cloud-based solution called Fiery Color Guard that allows you to manage and make sure that your color is hitting what you want it to hit every single day of the year. But we realize you're not on this journey alone. And so we've invested in EFI communities, a back-end support infrastructure that allows smart searching, that allows for customers to help each other out, that's monitored by EFI experts so that whatever question you have along your journey, you're not alone and you're getting the expertise from EFI or from each other to be able to solve your problem. Now, I mentioned EFI IQ. I just want to spend 1 minute talking about this achievement. EFI IQ is a cloud-based solution. You could think of it similar to maybe Microsoft Office. It's an umbrella that allows different applications the same way you might have Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, Excel. We provide different solutions, and we have APIs where our partners will be working on various different solutions to plug into this as well. So for example, Color Guard, which I mentioned, allows color verification every day. So you can show your customers that you're hitting the color quality that they require, and you've got a system to track that every single day on the cloud. Same way I might track my fitness, which is unfortunately not working as well as it should last year. You also have IQ Dashboard to get insights and history of your applications and your print runs and your productivity and your utilization. So you can see how your various printers are doing compared to each other, or how one shift is doing versus the other. You can look at your utilization. If you have a fleet of printers, you might be interested in IQ Manage, which allows you to set a standard set of policies or compliance and make sure that every printer is running the exact same way in your shop. And of course, if you're like everyone else, you want to be able to get this information on your mobile phone, and so you'll appreciate EFI Go, the mobile app that gives you all of this data on the run. So please take a look. We can talk for hours and hours and hours about IQ. I'm pretty confident that you'll look at it and you'll be as excited as I am about it. Additionally, there's so much more news that Team EFI Fiery has for you. There have been a number of new press launches from our partners with the latest and greatest Fiery technologies on it. We've got a tremendous amount of integration from our finishing partners, some of whom are here and want to be able to show you this wonderful integration, certainly Duplo in the back. And this was a direct result of customers saying, hey, we'd really love to streamline our operations. As we add more value to our work and more finishing, we'd like to be able to, from within Fiery Command Workstation, automate the entire process, and we've got some amazing stuff to show you. I mentioned EFI communities, and of course, we're super excited that we've received a lot of industry recognition for some of this innovation as well, including some awards for Freeform Create, our new variable data solution, Fiery Job Flow for job automation. If you're on the journey from trial and error to automation, we certainly want to help you. And of course, our Product of the Year award for Fiery Color Guard as well. So tremendous amount. Thank you again for coming. I hope you get an opportunity to hear more about some of the Fiery innovations. And with that little taste of Fiery, I'm going to hand things over to my colleague. Please give a warm welcome to Ken Hanulec, EFI's Vice President of Worldwide Marketing, to tell you about inkjet solutions. All yours.
Good morning, everybody. As Toby said, I'm going to share a little bit of an update on EFI inkjet solutions with you. Thank you, Toby and Gaby. You shared an amazing story about the productivity software and the fiery software and hardware that helps people be more efficient in their printing factories. At EFI Inkjet, our mission statement is to inspire the world with spectacular imagery on any material. We believe when we do this, we'll help our customers lower their costs, enable new applications, and grow their business. Yesterday, during the keynote, Jeff mentioned there's 4 key pillars of our inkjet technology. First is the industrial textile segment, where we have 9 different printers. Then we have the industrial building materials, where we have 14 different products. Then we have the Nozomi C18000 product in our packaging corrugated segment. And then finally, we have 25 different display graphics printers. I'm now going to take you through excruciating detail on all 49 products. It should take me about the next 2 hours, and then we'll conclude. I want to talk to you a little bit about EFI inkjet single pass technology. So many people in the industry are saying that single pass is a brand new technology that's innovating. In fact, for EFI, we've been leveraging single pass technology throughout our portfolio for the past 20 years. We started in our industrial building materials, and today we're on our 5th generation technology in the industrial building material products. We started with ceramic tile, we moved on to decorations, we moved on to building materials. Today we have inline digital glazing products and so many more innovations that we keep innovating. Next is our industrial packaging segment. This segment is our Nozomi C18000 product. Today we're pleased to announce that we're approaching our 30th installation, and we continue to accelerate the analog to digital transformation of the industrial packaging segment. Lastly, in single pass, we have our industrial textile product. Today, last year we announced at ITMA the EFI Reggiani Bolt technology. This printer is capable of printing 75 linear meters per minute of product, and it's revolutionizing the analog to digital transformation of industrial textile printing. I want to move on to some of the display graphics technologies which you can see here today at Connect. We're showing for the first time on a worldwide basis the ViewTech D3R and ViewTech D5R. We have the 3-meter product on display for you to look at. This is an incredibly powerful printer capable of printing 1200 DPI, leveraging Ricoh Gen 5 heads, 7 picoliter technology, and LED curing at speeds up to 2,500 square feet per hour. What's amazing about this printer is we have CMYK capability. We have the ability to print white and clear in line, which gives you the most diverse application range available in a dedicated roll-to-roll printer on the market today. Additionally, we have amazing productivity options with inline cutting, slitting, ID backprint, and many other features to help you lower your costs, improve your profitability, and grow your business. Lastly, we have the ViewTech 32H hybrid printing solution. This is an amazing entry-level production class printer capable of printing up to 60 boards per hour, 3.2 meters in width, up to 5 centimeters in thick or 2 inches thick. So when we think about the application versatility of this printer, you have the capability to print on an application range unavailable on most printer technologies. All said, there's 25 different display graphics printers in the EFI portfolio. We're excited to show you and demonstrate those 2 printers here today, the 32H and the ViewTech D3R. Rocky and Bruce are standing by to give you demos. We have the EFI virtual reality demo station where you can see the C18000 or the HS125 printer, a really cool experience with virtual reality, and many, many more innovations from EFI. I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank you for attending the State of the Products address for EFI this year and welcome you to day 2 of Connect, and I hope you have a productive day. Thank you.